In this video, we'll cover Tenable Nessus agent command line and Tenable Vulnerability Management. So to get started, let's first go and let's take a look at the sensors. And we're going to walk through the beginning of the installation of the sensor because all of these are command line commands. So as you see right now, we don't. So let's go ahead and let's cover the linking command first. So I'm going to clear my screen by simply typing clear. All right, now that this screen is clear, I'm going to start off with the first command, the linking command. And I think the easiest thing to do is, this is the installation directory. So let's go ahead and let's just navigate to the opt directory. All right. And as you notice, the Nessus agent directory is an opt directory. This is where Tenable installs by default on Linux. So these commands will be specific to Linux, but the agent commands are pretty general, right? So once we're here, we can go to the sbin folder and we'll do ls, and then we can go to nessuscli. Now, the thing is, it doesn't tab out, and you need to sudo the command on Linux. All right, so you see agent model, all of those show up, but you know nessuscli doesn't, even if I hit the tab key, and I'm always tabbing out my commands. So if I type that and I type enter, it comes back with a list of commands. And this is what I want to break down because it gives you commands that are very useful. And the main ones that you're going to cover are going to be the linking, the unlinking, the status, the update. I've never used the update command, so there it is if you want to, and then also the relink command. This is very helpful. What tends to happen within Nessus is occasionally you'll have a reason where maybe IT will do something to a machine and and for some reason the agent's no longer connected to the console. So that's why these commands are very important. So let's start with the linking command and let's break down every element, because the reality is you should be able to type the linking command from scratch. So I'll ls, or I'll do a clear again to clear the screen. And then we're going to type this command from scratch. So we're going to start off with a sudo, and then the next one, /nessuscli. All right. And then there's our base command. So that's good. All right. And let me clear this and move this up to the beginning of the screen again. The reason I keep hitting enter is because I always check, like literally by default, I check myself by pressing enter. So then we're going to do agent command. And next, we're going to tell it what we're going to do. So tenants sudo /nessuscli agent, and then this is where you start to get into the commands, and we're going to do minus the link, just like this. Okay, so that's the first part of it, but I've already got this typed, so let's see if I can bring up the linking command from previous, because it has everything. It'll be a lot easier just to break this out and to show you the linking command. So here it is, and since I'm already in the folder, I don't necessarily need to have the full path, but that is the full path. So link, and then of course this is a key, and I can use this key once again on this video. If this is a current key, which I don't believe it is, this is the one I used last time, then I can actually regenerate the key so that people can't use this. So you're going to put the full key, and where do you get the key? You get the key from the console. Okay, and I showed you that in the previous video, and I'll show you where it is now. I'm not going to show you the actual key again, but it's actually on Nessus agents. Well, that's all right. For the video, I will show you the actual key. I'll just regenerate it again. But under Nessus agents, so if you go to your menu on the left side, go to sensors, Nessus agents, and then you have this is a Nessus scanner, by the way, that's very different. That's scanning over the network. We'll cover that in the series, but this is Nessus agent. So you click here on Nessus agent and you add a Nessus agent, and then there's going to be your key right here. Okay. So in this situation, we go ahead and grab the key and we'll go back to the video. And so all I have to do is I'll modify this, and let's get rid of the old key, because right now this one is not linked to the console, and we're just going to backspace here, and we're going to Control V. That doesn't work. So we're going to right click and paste. There's the key. All right. So I can tell I got a little bit of garbage there, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. So key, and don't forget your equals. So it's -- the parameter, which is key, equals, and then once again, let's just double check this key, make sure it starts with 47, ends with A1. All right, so 47 A1. You can see I have a little tilde sign at the end of it, so I need to get rid of that. So that's going to be my host. Now that's going to be my key. Now, same thing, minus host equal, and then this is the new host. So make sure that you use this and this is for Tenable Vulnerability Management. Some of you may be doing Nessus scanner. This is not that video. Okay, this is for Tenable Vulnerability Management and Nessus agents specifically. But there's similar syntax. You just have to make sure you got the right one for the product that you're working on. So minus host equal, and then it's sensor.cloud.tenable.com. minus port equal 443, minus groups. And on the last video, I did say you may, On Linux, it may be a single quote or double quote. It is confirmed to be a single quote because this is going to put it in the group that I have in Tenable. And so you can see my group is technology interpreters. So that being the case, that is fine. And when I hit enter, that's going to link this to the console. So we'll give it a second. There it is, successfully linked to the cloud, the sensor.cloud.tenable.com console on port 443. Once you've linked the agent to the console, you do want to make sure it's started. And so this is where you're going to need to run you're going to need the sudo. So sudo sbin service, and it's going to be nessus agent start. Once you've done that, you've actually started the agent and you should see it active in the console. The currently is offline. I'm going to refresh, and sometimes this takes a little while. Now, since it's not showing up as active just yet, I wanted to double check and notice that the status now shows running yes. Okay, so now we can see that it's actually online. And after a few moments, the agent now shows overall health healthy. So we also have the agent unlink. Not going to do that one yet because that just removes it from the console, right? And so it's very simple. It's just going to be agent unlink. That actually disconnects the agent from the console. It doesn't uninstall the product, but it actually just disconnects it from the console. But a command that you really do need to know is the status command. Now, keep in mind, this can all be scripted. Everything that I'm giving you can take and put together into a script that you can run remotely. If you have a remote management tool or something like that, that is also fine. Now, you notice here, so it says running, no, link to the sensor console. And I can tell you one of the issues here running because when you did the installation, it gave us a command that we have to type to actually start the agent. So that's probably why it says running no. Sensor.cloud.tenable.com link status connected to the console. I would probably venture to say it is running based on what I'm seeing, but there is a process or a command that you have to run to start the agent. So we're not using any kind of proxy server. If you are using a proxy, then there's a command or some additional syntax you have to add there. And then that's kind of the gist of it, but let's go ahead and let's go back to the main command again. And so let's look through here. So these are the other commands. You saw I use the group parameters. If you needed to use the proxy or any of these other commands, which are, I would say, less common, just to know they're the same thing, -- name, which means you can actually name the agent as you're uploading. So if you want it to be called a specific thing in the Tenable console, you can do that. And I do want you to see this because here's the thing. If I click on this, I can click on the little plus sign here or the little pencil icon, and I can rename that, or I can do that same thing in command line and name it as it comes into the console. So that's how you do this. And honestly, that is pretty much most of it when it comes to the Tenable command line. This should get you through most of the tasks that you're going to need to complete. But you also do want to note there's some additional parameters here. Look at this. So I'm not using these very much, but let's do this. Oh, show UUID and show token. Let's talk about that. Yeah, I do want to talk about that. So let's issue that command and let's see what happens. So show UUID, let's copy that. And let's right click and paste. So show UUID. All right, I did not, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. So it's going to be agent status. Got to use the status command first, then show UUID. All right, did it actually work? Okay, why is a UUID important? Okay, the reason why is because the UUID is associated with the console, right? And so let me see if I can show this agent UUID right there. So if we're for some reason searching for an agent, this show UUID command is very important. So hold on. So 335, this is ends in 3. So begins in 335, ends in 0 or 630. So let's take a look here and let's see if we can find this. 335, 630. Now, how is that helpful? Well, I'll tell you what, let's go back. Let's grab this token. There may be times when you're trying to find, like, for instance, if you have hundreds of these agents in the console and you need to filter, one of the search parameters is UUID. And there you go. That is very important. That has actually been very, very helpful to me. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video in the Tenable series. I hope this video was helpful. Here are some more videos in the Tenable series to help you learn Tenable Vulnerability Management.